chasing dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flights, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flights, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with a smirk so mean. In the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile. Leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean. In the murky depths of live stream.
Hello, happy Monday. I have missed you guys so much. Hello from me and my mean smirk. I hope everybody's doing well. We have a lot of Foodie Beauty, Amberlynn Reed, Rosie gossip to cover. So it's going to be a recap stream. And then if we're able to snipe later, we're also going to do that. So hi, Foodie. Hello. Okay, all I remember off the top of my head, because I feel like I've lived like 20 lifetimes this morning, is Foodie Beauty wants a sex doll to keep her company when she's back in Canada. And Tracy is into cake farts. Oh, and Tracy gets really mad if you think that she's on Coke or happen to mention her and Coke in the same sentence. So, not that I'm encouraging you to do that, but I'm not exactly not encouraging it. So let me say hello to you guys, and then we're gonna do a whole messy recap. Hello, Free the People. Eric, good to see you, my friend. Hello, Trauma. Amanda Hill. Hello, good morning. Nicole, hello, gorgeous. Keto Cross Stitcher. Hello, hello. Joe. Cypher, hello. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been interesting. Tracy is definitely on something. I mean, I feel like you could tell a lot about people from their eyes, and her eyes are wild. That's not sober. What if it's Coke? I don't know. I just say everybody's on Coke at this point because I don't know. Since I did it, I just assume. I'm not saying you do it out there in my chat. I'm just saying that's like the first drug I usually go to. It's Coke, right? But like, meanwhile, there could be heroin, there could be all types of things that Tracy could be on. What I do know for almost certain she looks like an alcoholic. I can call it as I see it. I was once very deep in alcoholism. You have a certain look. You look absolutely feral, wild, and that is what Tracy looks like to me. And I would bet money on the fact that she drinks before noon on a Tuesday. I would bet money on that. Anyways, Pocahontas, I think she's on a load of things. She was so strange. She was wild. So she was on some sort of power trip. She's not that she hasn't been on one, but what I happened to catch yesterday when I was screen recording, I mean, she was telling people off. She was certainly in a bitchy fucking mood. Somebody called her out and said that she hangs out in Veronica's chat. So I don't know if you know who Veronica is, but cake farts. I don't know. That's no offense, Veronica, if you're listening. I mean, you make your money how you want to. Fart away on those cakes. But Tracy seems to have a certain type that she likes, right? Don't we know before that she was once a mod in a chat where a person was much like Foodie Beauty, struggled with food. I know the person is no longer here, and Tracy would donate to her and mod to her. Look at her in Foodie Beauty's chat, and then apparently she really, really likes BBW Veronica. She really does. Hey, Capone, are you in here? Oh no, Meth Capcom. Oh, well, hello, Capone, if you happen to be listening. Um, Captagon, I think, is what it is. Meth Captagon, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. There was a psychiatric med that I abused, and I will never fucking say the name of it because I don't want anybody else to ever pick up this habit. But I happen to know firsthand that you can get hooked on almost anything. And if you can't get what you want, you could get the same effect from whatever, right? So I found this psychiatric med. I had heard the whispers in a sober living, and I tried it, and it gave me the same effect as doing a line of crystal or coke. I'm just going to be flat out. I loved the burning feeling. I liked how it felt like it was shredding my nostrils. And then it hits your brain because you're doing that anyways. What I do know is I was always losing my prescription. It was always accidentally being thrown in the trash. Somebody stole it, whatever else. And it was a whole habit, right? And then I found myself med seeking. I did. And that's just the reality of addiction. So I believe Tracy, Foodie, the Beezers, whoever else, like I believe they're on all the things, all the things. Uh, Vivian, why do you make your beginnings so unnecessary long? Very annoying. Because I like to talk. So if you are looking for a short and sweet stream, this is probably not the place for you. I talk and I talk a lot. And I'm not really going to work on that. So I don't know. Good morning. I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I also didn't go live yesterday and I have a lot to say. Okay. I've been hanging out with kids in my family and I want to talk to adults for a little bit. Damn, Sue. And then here I am enjoying low dose gummies. I think the world would be better off if people did THC. Think of like all the shit you could have avoided if you just smoked a little pot. I could have saved myself jail, heartache, all kinds of things, right? If I just had smoked a little pot. But at the time, it didn't do what I needed it to do for me, right? Like I wanted to get shit face wasted on a whole other planet. Anyways. Poor Candace, I can't believe she still drinks on dialysis and chemotherapy. Her body will give out. Lindsay! Vivian can sit and spin. We love the beginning, never change. We love you. I love you too. All right. Well, I guess let me go to Twitter so I could then talk some more. Let me. I'm going to attempt to fix this now, but God knows what's going to happen. I always come back to check on you guys, and you have moved. You're in a different position. So hopefully, we're just going to do this. I posted this yesterday. So somebody pointed out that Foodie Beauty chose a profile picture with a bat in the cave, and they were wondering if that was a Coke booger. It's not. And I posted that asking what you guys think, but it's in the wrong place. Speaking from experience, I don't know. It would be bigger and more round. It's a booger. Foodie Beauty, you chose a profile picture with a booger in your nose, and some people think it's Coke, so you might want to change it. You also look like Ghostface. You do. And your chin is not that long, nor do you only have one of them, so you might want to pick a profile picture more accurate. If you need help, I have several for you to choose from. Just FYI. Violet, hey, good morning. Be kind. Did you sneak in? I didn't see you driving home from vacation. How was it? Do you feel rejuvenated, restored? I hope so, because you deserve all of that. Friendly reminder, Salah hates Foodie Beauty. And based on what I've seen on Twitter and what Foodie Beauty has been letting slip, It seems like we were right all along, you guys. It seems like this was an arrangement, and Salah has to pretend to be married to her until she goes back to Canada, which is why they're still chumming it up and laughing and giggling and all that stuff. Anyways, what I do know is he's counting down the days, the minutes, the seconds until she leaves, and he can have peace again. I'm sure he cannot wait to have a bathroom that he can walk into that doesn't have her puke and shit everywhere. But your mom's emotional support carrot says Salah's never getting rid of Chantal. I think somehow, some way, even if she goes back to Canada, she's going to end up back with him. She can't leave him, and she doesn't let men go. It won't matter if he remarries. It won't matter if he has a child on the way. She'll suddenly believe in polyamorous relationships, and she'd be okay with that. I mean, think of all the threesomes she's had just to keep men. Her chin is out of control in that profile picture. Her chin is long as fuck. It's too long. Princess Hippie Witch, Jay Leno chin. Hello, good morning. This is her MO. Oh wait, it went away as I was reading it. I feel like he's just being nice to her right now because how psycho she gets. And that's part of it too. If you've ever dealt with an addict, there's parts where you're just being nice because you don't want to have to deal with the tantrums, the meltdowns, whatever. Um, he probably doesn't wanna deal with her drama. So whatever it is, yes, I'll get you more KFG. Yes, I'll get you your 5th ice cream of the hour. Yes, I'll do it all. Just get the fuck out of my house soon. Holly Go Heavy said, "Wow, profound, Foodie. Making it sound mysterious, but they can't divorce until she leaves for the same rules applied for when she first moved there? Can't live in sin, or how did she put it? There's no dating in the Middle East?"
I mean, we're not separated yet, so it makes sense when we're actually separated that we're going to separate. I mean, we're not separated
Just Oh, yeah, her live was titled, what was it? "We're separating, we're not separated."
yet, so it makes sense when we're actually separated that we're going to separate.
I don't know, that's one giant word salad. Eric said Salal will never be happy again, like he was the first time he dropped her off because he thought she was going to be gone long enough for him to be with K Bella. True. This is her MO. She pisses, shits, and gets sick wherever she goes. Sorry, I didn't type it correctly. Oh, that's okay, Sue. I agree, Nicole. I feel like he's just being, yeah, I think so too. That didn't make any sense. I don't know. It was, again, drugs. It only makes sense to the people who are high what they're saying, right? Let me see if there's any comments. I've been forgetting to look in there. I'll remember for the other tweets. We had Amberlynn read stuff, and from what I remember, it's disgusting, or at least one tweet specifically. I don't know. And we have Rosie stuff too. So just FYI. What is this? Top Mom B said, guys, let me remind you again that I'm desirable. And we still have, you know what? Oh, yeah, Foodie Beauty, I guess in her live stream, was making it sound like her and Salah are very, very physical. Like she is swinging from the sex swing 24/7. He can't keep his hands off of her.
It's so hard to just so that's why when I said you have to realize we're not actually acting like we're separated. Like we still call each other babe and stuff. And, we still oh, sweet love and stuff like that. So it's you know, there's still a lot of physical stuff and you know what I mean? So it's
Friendly reminder, I don't think physical stuff is possible. He's got a half inch on a good day. She's got a Grand Canyon and then 9 stomachs that he would have to get through to even get there, right?
I don't think that it'll really the separation will be fully realized until I'm actually gone.
Can I ask Chantal, since I know you search everything about yourself and I know you watch us over here. Um, oh fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, where did it go? It'll come back, Chantal. You better still listen. All right, it was something about fuck my life. Oh, I know what it was. Okay. I have a question for Chantel. Why are you so ragey and bitchy and miserable if you're having sex all the time? Nobody's buying he's fucking you. I think he is into gross things. I think he does like poop. I know for a fact he likes to smell farts, but I even think you're too disgusting for somebody like him. Tink Tink Boop said, I knew we'd hear Sweet Love again. I knew it. Also, I hate her. Well, Tink Tink, I also hate her. Very much. Every day my hate grows. Did you know Tracy was telling Foodie Beauty she should adopt Sasa? Yeah, we're gonna get to that. The goss said, I could believe she's still trying to essay him. Oh my God. I could see it, and I hate that that's even a thought. But I saw what she did to Pete's. I saw what she did to Pete's. Top Von B even said she's a maniac. T said, I have so many things I want to say that will get me banned from this platform, so I'm just gonna say, baby carrots. Top Von B said, don't do it. I know it's hard. I'll just say 25 fupas and mangled peen. There you go. 25 fupas and mangled peen. They're not fucking you guys. Joe said he'd have to be happy with fupa folds. Their sex life is probably her just giving it. Yeah, that I might be able to see. I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. He's in the mood. She's got a hand just sitting around. But I don't believe he's actually attracted to her and they're fucking like rabbits all day and all night. I'm not buying it. Debbie's World said, what is she talking about? Okay, I don't know. Is there a clip before this? Oh, there's two clips before this. Kristen said, so Salah Chantal harassed Salah to come home from a wedding she was invited to. Oh, we saw this the other day, and chose not to attend. He returned and offered to bring her to join everyone with him. She agreed but didn't really want to go, so when it was time to leave and he wouldn't stay home with her, she threw a fit and is now angry that Salah went back out without her. Well, yes, she's mad he went back out. I mean, they're having sex 24/7. He didn't ask for a break. Debbie's World said, what is she talking about? She got an apartment and she's leaving him. Why is there all this monotonous conversation and dysfunctional interaction between the two of them? Why is it necessary to her? She should just be disengaging from him so she can get on with her ugly life. This person said, because they aren't really separating. Rhonda! Did she tell YouTube that they tried to have sex twice? They're very physically active right now. He can't keep his hands off of her. When she's not live streaming, it's on. Meandering Thought said she is certifiable. If you are separated and have to live in the same house for a while, you don't sleep in the same room, as she claimed in her vomit story. You make sure you never even run into the other person. That's true. Foodie just hopes he'll finally fall in love with her. There was this one relationship I was in, and it started off great. But really, I think I was just, I don't know, maybe still not in my right mind. Um, I think things take a while to leave your system. Anyways, it started off good. I'll say good. Okay. And then we had accumulated all these things together, like a place and furniture and animals. It became to a point where like I truly couldn't stand that person, but I didn't understand how we were gonna separate everything, like, how do you pick which animals are gonna go with who, right? Anyways, I couldn't stand this guy. There was one point in our relationship, I could not fucking stand him, and he took the living room up as, like, his place, and then, like, I had the bedroom, and I would literally listen to him use the restroom and, like, go back out to the living room so I could run to the hallway to the restroom, like, I avoided him like the plague until I got the hell out of there. And then there's Foodie Beauty and Salah supposedly sleeping in the same bed, swinging from the sex swing, whatever else. It's just, that come on, come on. And I understand too, sometimes during breakups, you can't move out right away, right? But like me on During Thought said, you're not hanging out 24/7. You fucking avoid each other. You do. You hope that that person goes on vacation until you get to leave. Hey, Leah. Afternoon here in Ireland. It's 4:30. Good afternoon, Rhonda. Lori, I didn't see you come in. Hello. Good to see you. She has messed up knee. I guess she just lays there. How boring. Hopefully, Pete's will never move in with her. I guess we'll see. Justice for Cat said the countdown begins until this returns. Kevin's peen was creamy, smelly, and his hairs were tickling my nose. So this is a clip from Barbecue Chicken's channel. That is quite the title.
Start another live stream inside the Costco. So give us about an hour. My scooter is really loud. Yes, people are looking at me like I'm weird. What do you think? It's too squeaky. Start another live stream inside the Costco.
It's barely getting her through the store. Okay, who's Kevin again? And his peen was creamy, smelly, and his hairs were tickling. Now I feel like I need to go and find this video and watch it. Don't let the intrusive thoughts win. You don't need to relive a creamy peen and peen hairs tickling people's noses. I'm just gonna move on. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, I can't wait for that to happen, Chantel. Scoot around town. I was talking to Erin yesterday, and Erin said if Foodie gets the scooter, she thinks she'll use it twice and then she'll never use it again. Be like water. My worst relationship, I literally had a countdown. Thank you so much for the super chat. And yeah, that's what you do. I hope you're doing amazing now. And I hope that you find your person if you haven't yet. Cutie Gamer Cat. Hello. Nessa, good morning. Good to see you. The scooter's screaming for help. Yeah. How much do they carry again? How much do they carry? That thing was screaming under her. It's almost like when she rode that. What did she ride? It wasn't a moped. What is the name of it? The thing that was going. Do you know what I'm talking about? Hopefully. And if you're just coming in and you have no idea, you probably think I'm insane. But she was riding something and it was making, well, actually, that was Peanut making those noises. But, anyways, if it was making noises, those were the noises it would fucking make. Okay, so Tap Von B said, guys, let me remind you again that I'm desirable and we still have you know what. I still don't think they ever did. If anything, she blew a fart his way and lent him a hand. That's about it.
It's so hard to just like, so that's why when I said like, you have to realize like we're
It
not
was a quad, that's it. Thank you, Violet. We now have a 6-year-old daughter together. Amanda, I'm so happy for you.
actually acting like we're separated. Like we still call each other babe and stuff. And, you know, we still like, oh, sweet love and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, there's still like a lot of physical stuff and you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think that
Oops.
it'll really, the separation will be fully realized until I'm actually gone. It's so hard to just like, so that's why.
Okay, press 1 if you think that they've actually had sex. I want to see something. Cookie said this was precisely the same BS she pulled with Koki. 1 minute, he's a grotesque creature. The next minute, he's Prince Charming. Either way, it's really nice seeing her kill her channel with the back and forth bullshit. Continue being delusional. Okay, I see 2. Said 0. Who said this is embarrassing? Sweet love to the 10th degree, I notice, is not said. My beautiful wife, Chantal, is stunning as ever. Scripted much? He can't carry her, nope. Do you think that if Kay Bella messaged him today, that he would respond quicker than, I don't know, something? But do you think he would? Because I think so. I think he really was into Kay Bella. I mean, and she's beautiful in comparison to Chantal. He could carry her. He wanted to sniff her farts. Didn't he say he wanted to eat her ass for like 8 hours or something? This apparently is quite the stream. Happy Monday. Put your AirPods in. Put your AirPods in. I could have swore, oh, then he was gonna make out with her for 15 minutes. He said, I worship your ass, I worship your ass, I worship your ass, I worship your ass, like a million times. Do you think he's ever said those things to Chantel? Chantel, if you're listening, has Salah ever said he worships your ass? Ever? Fondue said, I can't imagine being a mod and constantly talking to people like this. Teardrop and Tracy, this is all you have in your pathetic lives. What a flex! It's beyond me why Beezers feel giving a streamer who earns thousands monthly doing nothing deserves gifts. Shmee behavior. I can't say shmee. Shmee. Is it smee or shmee? I don't know. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, let's look at Tracy B. Psycho. Oh, and when I get to the clips from yesterday that I screen recorded, really pay attention to the drama in Foodie Beauty's chat because she was boring yesterday, but the side drama happening was very, very entertaining. Jody needs a good old sit and spin, Teardrop says. Tracy says, aren't you using the scooter like a damn car? What is the problem? Missy Med, at Jody Arias, aren't you doing a life bid because the Mormon didn't want you? What the fuck is this? Okay, well, I'm not reading the rest of that. Tracy said Nebby, then that will be her problem, not anyone else's. Teardrop said, Chantel, if we were closer, we could scooter bees together. If I had one. Oh my God, can you picture Chantel and Teardrop riding around town? They'd be the people that you like pull your child closer to you and you tell them, if you ever see those women, you do not talk to them. You scream, stranger danger, and you run to an adult. Tracy said, Chantel, comment above. Teardrop said, Karina can go kaboom. Her theory's somewhere else. I like Karina. Teardrop said, yes, kiss my ass, bees. Why are these such bitter women? Have you noticed that? They're all angry, bitter women. And that's what Foodie says about us. But here's the difference. Like, we joke around, we have a good time. Like, they're always wanting to fight. It's always war. Hmm. Cutie, could you imagine Foodie singing and dancing to that song for Salah? Let's get physical, physical. I'm gonna pass out, Foodie Cutie, get away. So, oh my gosh, we need some. Who is really good at editing? We need Foodie Beauty dancing and bouncing on the purple ball. Something like that to that song. Please make it happen. Please, for the love of God. Okay, hold on. I was starting to look at this Shy Violet, and I think I got distracted. It's saying you don't have a Torrid account to gift to. You just need to make an account with that email if you want the Torrid cash. Oh, okay. Use bigbeautifulme@gmail.com. Thanks so much, love. She's asking for like, didn't she ask for like $10,000? She can't buy her own Torrid with it? I mean, I know Torrid's kind of expensive, but they do have a lot of good deals. They do, when you can find them. I shouldn't say a lot. When they have deals, they are very good, and you should get something from there. There's this bra I feel like I've been looking at from Torrid for forever, but it felt too expensive for me because, like, I don't wear bras enough. I'm not a bra person. I really only wear one because I have to. It's not socially acceptable to walk around with them flopping to and fro. I don't know. So like I couldn't see myself buying a really fucking expensive bra. But maybe I should. Maybe my boobs would be much happier with like an $80 bra versus, the bralettes I get that you could just throw on. Anyways, nobody really cares about my boob talk, and I don't know why I'm talking about it. Um, is anybody else out there like me though? Press one if you really enjoy bras, or press two if you only wear one because you have to. I want to see if anybody's out there like me. Anyways, Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, what do you mean until we leave? Oh, I didn't even play the clip. Holly Go Heavy said, remember these are Foodie Beauty's life goals. There isn't anything after this. She expected a young man in his 30s was going to give up traveling kids, a clean home, a spouse that treats their health seriously, and his family for her useless and pathetic ass. Okay, before I play the clip. Oh, good. Okay, Nessa really enjoys bras. Marzipan and Joe. Oh, Joe. You'll Brox, you have to. Oh, that made my day. Nicole said one. I don't wear a bra if I could get away with it. I'm wearing it at work today. Yeah, work and when you're out in public, you should wear a bra. I get it. But trust me, I'm one of those people that like when I'm out, I'm like 1 more hour until the bra comes off, 20 more minutes until I get to throw it across the room. Anyways, all right, back to Foodie Beauty. These are Foodie's life goals, okay? Let's see. I don't know what live this is from. One of them that happened this weekend. There you go.
I'm okay when I'm here in the house, comfortable, with my cat, the
Foodie.
fan, shisha, good coffee, good food, watching movies on the huge TV. You know, like I'll be okay till we leave. I'm okay when
Till we leave? Who's we? Hold on, I'm gonna play that end part one last time. Because sometimes I mishear.
I'll be okay till we leave. I'm okay when I'm here in the house.
No, she said we leave. Huh. Shisha gonna kill her? Probably. I got my hanging skin done so my boobs are finally nice. I avoid bras when I can. The worst digs into the. Yes! When you have implants, though, I mean, maybe you want to wear bras to keep them perky, but aren't they just naturally? See, I should get implants. And then they'll just always stay up, and then I don't have to worry about it. There you go. Problem solved. She said we, didn't she? Anyways, Fondu said, what do you mean until we leave? Definitely heard we. All right, let me see if there's any replies to this. Because she's not bringing Julia, so she can't switch it up and say, oh, well, I mean me and Julia. Until we leave. You caught that too. When is she supposed to go home? Well, she slipped up and said November, I feel like, not that long ago. But supposedly the end of October, November, I guess. My goodness, she really is my mom, Emma said, living a lie, ignoring her diabetes, no gallbladder, hysterectomy, rarely left the house, food was the main focus, loose bowels, calcified heart, rest in peace, cutie. Yikes. Here's the thing, like, addictions become your whole fucking world. Whatever it is that you're doing, for Foodie, it's food, shisha, all those things. It gives you a temporary high that you think is worth it, right? Like you get this temporary fix, but you're forever chasing how it felt the first time. Um, and we're not meant to live that way. We're not meant to live cooped up, drinking ourselves to death, putting shit up our nose, putting things in our veins. We're not meant to live that way. And I don't know who needs to hear this today, but life is so fucking beautiful. It is. And it's worth living and experiencing. It is. And your family deserves you back. They do. Mish said she thinks any man that loves her will forego a normal functioning lifestyle and sit home and watch her eat tendies and dig in her dirty ass. I mean, he's still young enough and active enough. Like, she's a whole ordeal to bring around and lug around, right? Like, he can't do most of the things he wants to do because he has to worry if there's places to sit for Foodie, if she's going to be happy, if they have food. And she really is selfish to keep him tied to her. I'll say that. I don't like Scylla, but she's so fucking selfish to not let him go. And I don't believe she's just letting him go, okay? I know we've heard the song and dance, but Chantel never lets anybody go. The man who supposedly abused her, she stalked for weeks. She even had a threesome with Dee Dee to try to keep him. She never lets them go. Chrissy G said, what is this until we leave bullshit? Has she gotten that big that she now refers to herself as plural? Or is Salah stowing away in her luggage? Maybe she is so big. I mean, she means we as in her and all of her stomachs and chins, rolls, fupas. This woman needs a nice spoiled bulldog that can really mouth off to her. I got mine after 2 kids and losing 150 pounds. It's completely normal for the tissue to hang and shift. I feel like it's one of those things, like, I'm not against plastic surgery. I think if you can afford it and if you want to do it and if it boosts your confidence, you should, right? I've always been scared to get anything because I think I'll get like one Botox injection, and then next thing you know, a month later, I'll come back with like a whole new face. That is what I would do. But I feel like a boob job, like I could see how it would give people confidence, right? Whether I know for me as a woman, sometimes like I feel like less than a woman because I don't have this long, luxurious hair that flows behind me in the wind. And if I could do something like pay $10,000 to have all this new hair, I would. So I could see how it helps people with confidence. And I could see after having children too. That's another thing. When you have children, your body changes. It does. And just because we're moms, we still want to look good in clothes or we still want to feel cute, even if we look like a bum. Okay. I know for me, my kid is always better dressed than me. But I could see how it would be like a confidence booster. And that's something I would consider doing. That and my nose, because my nose, I just can't breathe out of it. I don't mind that it's so big. It just feels pointless. I can't use it. So why is it on my face? Anyways, back to Foodie Beauty. She's a fucking liar. What I do know is we won't get the truth until something bad happens or she fucks up in some sort of way. That's usually how it goes. Like the Kuwait stuff, we would have never got the truth about anything. We still don't have the truth on a lot of things, but anyways, something bad always has to happen, or something major always has to happen, and then we'll know. And maybe she'll try and get him there and he'll be denied entry, and then we'll hear about it that way. Why would you want to bring him to Canada, Foodie Beauty? Don't you hate it so much? Why do you want him to go there and experience Cornwall? By the way, isn't today Canadian Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving to my Canadian friends if you celebrate. I'm sure you are. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. I hope it's filled with good food and lots of love. She lies like a rug. Yes. I feel that I have sinus issues. My nose always itches and runs. It drives me crazy. Yeah. Having nose issues sucks. It does. Enigma said she did say they were separated in the last stream, but tonight she said they're not until she left. So again, I mean, if we're gonna believe she's going back without him, um, and assuming our arrangement theory was right, he has to play a part until she is in another country. Allergies do stink.
We're separated, but we still have to live together till I leave. And we just separated. Like, we've been married 3 years, so how do people expect us to just be like, okay, we're done, no feelings at all? Like, give me a break.
One would assume if you're separating or divorcing or breaking up, it's because the feelings have left or changed, right? So why are you leaving if you still love him and you still want to be with him and the sex is out of this world? Why?
Like, you're gonna see your family the whole rest of your life, every single day, every hour, every minute, every second. You're never, when I leave here, believe me, you're never gonna see me or talk to me again. So, like, he should have tried to convince you to come and tried to include you. No, like, if he doesn't.
You gotta keep them separated. I need to play that song now. That's what happens when you separate. Happy Thanksgiving, Canada. We have broken up, but we are still physical. What is the problem? Salah with benefits.
Want me there, I'd rather him be honest about it. But then don't talk to me. Don't ask me for anything in life. Bye. Except Julia, that's it. I don't want to, like, be in contact. That's not what happened.
I
I
have
was
questions. If Salah remarries, I mean, is he gonna tell the woman about his STDs that he got from you, Chantal? I mean, if we're to believe that you're having sex and you're still intimate, you've had 3 that we know of. And I don't even think you finished your antibiotics for it. So is Salah gonna tell his future partner?
supposed to go with him to this park with his, like, family, and I got ready, but then I was like, I just commented, I was like, I don't know, because he was like, okay, it's time to go, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go. I'm kind of like nervous, like, just, I don't know why, but, and then he's like, no need to come, Addy, like, no need to come, it's okay. like right away, like no hesitation, no like So I felt like he didn't want me to go, so as if I'm gonna go. No, even like yes, you come with us.
You're a fiasco. Nothing is ever easy with you, and you're always miserable, and you're not like a normal sized person that can walk on their own and be independent. Like you are like baggage that he has to cart wherever he goes. He probably really didn't want you to come. Anyways, that is their divorce song. Yes! Salah better have had a full course of antibiotics. I mean, he can get them really cheap over there, apparently. So, because he hates you, exactly, Candy. We need a video of all her villa days where she danced around half naked, but not actually naked. Just when her gut was out in the background, we need to put that LMFAO song, I'm sexy and I know it. Yes! Okay, I might have to try something. It's been a while since I played around with editing. It might be a fun project to try. But I happen to know we have some really talented ladies in Discord. So, Crypta, if you're listening, Sunshine, if you're listening, can we somehow between the three of us make this happen and show it to the Breezy Bunch? Let me know. Let me know. Eric, thank you for the idea. All right, let's see. Enigma said she just now changed the whole story over. I'm forgetting to look in replies. There was 3. Let's see what the 3 people are saying. I'm trying to train myself to keep looking in them because I know there's other tweets with really good replies, but I can't remember where they are. So if I keep making myself look in it, then you know what I mean. We'll never miss it. Top Bomb B says, "Why does it mean though?" Rand said the waiting time probably is to wait and make sure the woman isn't pregnant. Wouldn't be necessary in her case. Oh, I didn't even play this clip. I'm going to the replies of something that I didn't even play yet. So never mind, just kidding. Let's watch this clip first. She doesn't know much about Islam being a Muslim woman herself because it doesn't exist. A talaq divorce? Okay, a divorce 65 1-3. There is a waiting period for a woman in a divorce. Well, why isn't there a waiting period for a man? Fuck that.
Guys are spinning 3 times. I don't know where they get this stupid you need to
Vicky!
say divorce 3 times shit, but that's not true at all.
Oh yeah, yesterday, this was from our stream yesterday, I believe. She was all upset because somebody was saying that if you say divorce 3 times, that means you're magically divorced. I don't know, and she was on one about it. What does it mean though? The waiting time probably is to wait and make sure the woman isn't pregnant. Wouldn't be necessary in her case. She's the stupid one. That is all you need to do in the Islam culture. Huh. Hold on, I'm playing it one more time.
Guys are spinning 3 times. I don't know where they get this stupid you need to say divorce 3 times shit, but
I don't think anybody other than the trolls in your chat trying to rile you up think that that's a thing. Um, the waiting period? I don't know if there's one for the women. There should probably be one for the men too. If I have to wait for whatever, so do you, buddy. Enigma said she doesn't know much about Islam. Did I retweet this twice? I'm so confused right now. I'm trying to get away from this clip. We saw this one. We saw this one. All right, she now changed the whole story over why she was crying about Salah, leaving her saying she was supposed to go to the wedding, not Salah. They were supposed to go to the park. How did her beezers not call her out on these lies? This is not what she said. I don't know, because if anybody tries to call her out, she'll say reaction channels just hate her because she's fat, and so we twist her words and we make everything a big deal. Women have no
no, he
rights.
didn't go to the wedding. He wasn't invited to the wedding. It was a woman's thing. So he was supposed to go hang out with his male cousins. Then he saw that I went live and I was sad, so he came home to come get me. And then they changed their plans to we were supposed to all go to this park and then drama, and then that didn't happen. But no, he never went to a wedding.
I swore you told us he went to a wedding, and that's why everybody was asking, was it his own wedding?
I was supposed to go to, not him. drama, and then that didn't happen.
Hold
But
on
no,
one
he never
second.
went to a wedding.
I had to cough.
There was a wedding that I was supposed to go to, not him.
Why would you go to a wedding without him? I could have swore you told us before you can't go anywhere without him. Like it's unheard of. Like when you were telling us that he threatened, or him and his family threatened to unalive you, you were saying that you couldn't go to a neighbor because they would be like, "What the fuck is a woman doing here without her husband?" Um, so why would you go to a wedding without him?
I'll never let anyone run me off my own channel. My new motto in life is they can kiss my ass. That's a proverb that you need to learn, people.
Nobody wants to go near your ass because it stinks and I can already smell it from over here. Nobody will ever kiss your ass. Salah doesn't even want to, and that man likes poop. Okay? Let me look in these replies. Shoe Gal said, why would only she be invited to a wedding and not him? That makes no sense. Enigma said a lot of times women celebrate separately from men. It's not like the West. This could be why. I'm not sure if it's this way in Syria, but many Muslim countries it is. So is she going to a wedding without him or a celebration without him? Because it sounds like that's two different things, right? The goth said she was going to a woman's only party, even though she hates women, and she doesn't speak Arabic. Totally believable. What was she gonna do there? She can't communicate with anybody. She can't dance. The food will be gone the second she walks in. Puff said she wanted him to take her out for a drive, quite possibly near the ice cream kiosk. Neve said, "It's not weed ink, it's wedding." Okay. Michelle said, "What she just said made zero sense. So the wedding was only for the women, and after the wedding, they went to a park in a bombed out country." Yes, Michelle. Stop questioning things, you hater. Idiots follow idiots, Biljana said. "I woke up in a flu Mugatti." Said he has decided to con her out of as much money as humanly possible. So he's telling her what she wants to hear. The bigger the nest egg he can con her out of, the more he can buy his new wife. The trip tantrum killed any sympathy he had for her, and it's vengeance now. God, I hope so. Vicky said maybe it was his wedding. I think so. Wait, quick question. Isn't it against terms of service to ask for money for personal ish, which is what it will be for the donation she asked to help her move if she decides to change her mind again? What's specifically against terms of service is when she asks everybody to watch all of her ads and do XYZ. Like we could say, please like the stream, or we can remind people that super chatting is an option. But she's not supposed to be doing a lot of what she is. And specifically, the things that could get her in trouble is when she tells everybody to watch her ads because it makes her more money, blah, 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 blah. And for YouTube bot purposes, I'm describing what Foodie Beauty does. They have these like AI bots that can ding things. And so I'm always paranoid now. I'm talking about things and they think when I'm talking about Foodie's Fupa, like I'm showing a Fupa or something. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have Amberlynn Reid stuff too. The 1 month break she took for her mental health was so productive. I feel like she came back worse. But do you want to know why? It's because she spent the month break for her mental health in the lolcow University people's live streams. She was in every single one of them, yapping it up in Discord. That's how her messages got leaked. I forgot what exactly. I think someone named Sweet Tea was talking about, I think they slept with a man with no dick. I still don't quite understand it, but I think that's what she said. And then Amberlynn Reid said, "So did I." And then her messages got leaked. Anyways, how could she be working on her mental health when she was in a place where the mental health issues run untreated and rampant? So I have questions, and that would explain why she came back worse than ever. I mean, you kind of are what you're around, right? You kind of become that. That's why there was this saying like, show me who your friends are and I'll tell you about yourself. How does it go again? But it's true. Think of the people that she surrounded herself with the month that she was off. Girl World comment said, when he remarries, the crash out is going to be so epic. She's already unraveling. Oh no, what is this? I'm scared to click on this.
There was one time she sent me a true apology. It was one time. And I'm telling you, my pussy got wet. I was ready to put a ring on it. There was one time.
Oh my gosh. I have the worst mental image in my head right now, and I am so uncomfortable. I think I need a shower. I think I need to not do much more of YouTube today. Oh gosh. I think Hillary Duff is so pretty. Do you? What a wackadoo she is. She really is. I don't know. We were supposed to be on Foodie Beauty. I was in a whole thing, and now I'm on a thread, and I just keep seeing where we're going to end up. And maybe that's not the best idea. So, right, Richie? The stuff we have to hear about. Okay, let me get back to where I'm supposed to be. I started in one thread and then I went somewhere else. Anyways, back to Foodie Beauty for now, maybe, I think. Nicole said it seems like Foodie is having amnesia problems or something. Girl, are you okay? I'm getting whiplash from all the lies. Girl, just be you and cut the crap, please, and thank you. Oh, she even said thank you. Let's see.
Did I say I'm not divorcing? I don't remember saying that. Did you hear that, or?
I could have swore she's used the word divorce. I hate people like Chantel that make me question what I've seen and heard. I dated a complete narcissist, and to this day, I still question if I saw what I saw. It's not that I find it funny, but sometimes I laugh at trauma, and it's just kind of how I survive. But that's what Chantel and Amberlynn Reed remind me of. I think that they're narcissists because they have people questioning if we actually heard what we heard. And thank God that a lot of us have stuff clipped so we can go back and say, oh, she actually said that. I don't think she has amnesia. I think she just knows that a lot of her audience is dumb and forgets what she says. And I think she writes scripts. I do. And I think she hopes that most of her audience will just go along with it. MJK said divorce is not instantaneous. They haven't even started proceedings. And she's supposed to leave in 2 weeks. Crushed by the Captain said, what lie? She says, did I say I was not getting divorced? Okay, maybe I did hear it wrong. How did I get here? Born in Detroit, made for California. Okay. Let's see. I love Mustangs. I have one in my backyard, and I think it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, next to my child. Well, my child's the most beautiful thing, okay? But I think this Mustang is gorgeous. I think it is. And I live for the day that the engine gets put back in it. I think she's dumb and she just forgets. She said divorce in the first stream video when she even brought them separating stuff. She did. Queen Jellybean said it's hard because Salah and I are still doing a lot of, you know, physical stuff, if you catch my drift. Foodie Beauty, ma'am. How long are you going to keep lying that Poop Goofy's micropeen has been anywhere inside your unwashed, chronically dry puss? Truth shall set you free. I mean, it does look very dry. I've seen it, unfortunately, and it looks very sad and very depressed and very dehydrated. You definitely should up your water intake, Foodie. Liv said, I don't think he wants her touching him at all. And I also don't think he touches her at all. Uh, Biljana said, I'm waiting for that pig to fly before I believe her bullshit. I think we will see a pig fly one day before we get any truth out of Foodie Beauty. Vicky said, I've never heard someone we are in the process of separating, but still doing physical things until they leave. That's not a thing. I didn't think so. Holly Go Heavy said, remember these are Foodie Beauty's life goals. Wait, we saw that one, right? Oh, wait, yeah, okay. So Fondue said Chantal asking people to fund her sex doll in Canada has me ragey as fuck. It's just fucking weird. Salt and Seth said again. Fondue said yes. Raven said, oh my god. She's asking people to do that while wearing a hijab in Syria. She can be arrested, jailed, or even stoned for her acts considered vulgar, impure, and adulterous. I've never heard a hijabi woman talk about a sex doll. Never. Never. I've never seen a hijabi woman do most of the shit that Foodie Beauty has done. But it turns out, Chantel, you could be stoned there for talking about that sex doll that you want. Um, I mean, I think you should get one. It'll save the men of Canada from getting gonorrhea, herpes, whatever else you're carrying around. But you should buy it yourself. Why are you asking other people to fund your weirdness? And whatever you have to say about reaction channels, Chantal, none of us have to buy a sex doll to keep us company. Fondue said, I swear the amount of bullshit she gets away with is infuriating. She has no idea what kind of trouble she can get in. I wish for once she would actually feel consequences. The goth said somebody needs to send that video link and her address. Or, well, I'm not going to read the rest of that, but here you go. That's what the goth says. Chaos Rain said same. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Raps Chick said, first of all, ew. Second of all, I'm not surprised. The last time she priced that out in the villa, it was a sex doll is $7,000. Oh my gosh. So she wants her rent paid, a mobility scooter because she's too lazy to walk, and a sex doll so she won't have to pay for sex, I'm assuming. Um, Send this to whatever governmental department that would deal with this. On the bright side, a doll can't play Crazy Frog. This is true. I mean, maybe for $7,000 it can. I mean, does this sex doll walk and talk? $7,000? 7,000? Smokey said, looks like she would not have the strength to handle a sex doll. I think there might be a little movement, and she does not have the strength. And I hear those things are heavy. I need to get out of this thread because I just have the most wild imagination. And unfortunately, I can't shut it off. So I'm picturing Foodie Beauty with like the BMW of sex dolls. And it's getting kind of crazy. So I need something to make me forget this. No, okay, I saw somebody said she's gonna pop the sex doll. For 7,000, this sex doll does not pop, okay? It does not pop. Heavy duty John Deere sex doll. They bury the woman, oh my god, up to the neck, and then the husband throws the fur. God, that's awful. Um, but Foodie, I mean, that's what she has to worry about. She puts herself in places where that's okay and talks about sex dolls. ALR secretly loves Chantal. Maybe they should just get together. They're kind of perfect for each other. They could just sit around and eat and spiral, play choosy. She does love Chantal. Look at her necklace. What is this? Oh, we have a clip in the replies.
Chantel's fat. Chantel's fat.
Yep, she is. I wonder if
Chantel's fat. Chantel's fat.
I need again, okay, one of these days, you guys, we're gonna get a soundboard and we're gonna have all the sounds and this will be on there. In fact, can I bookmark this? Yes. All right, let's finish. Foodie like an overgrown dog in heat. I would say she needs to be spayed, but she already has been. Do you remember these chunky ass nails? I remember in high school that was the style. You got French manicure, but they were like chunky and hunky. I wish I could do nails again. I can't. I'm allergic. Even these clunky nails make me miss nails, and I'm jealous of all you girlies with your pretty nails. Foodie thinks that we're all jealous of her, but no, I'm jealous of your pretty nails that you get to have. Specifically, you, Nicole. I get so sad for myself when I visit your channel because your nails are so gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You know what I think? I think you nail technicians out there need to come up with more things so us people with allergies can feel pretty too. And then you'll make more money because it turns out there's a lot of us that are allergic to like nail glue and gel and all that stuff. So please find options for us people with naked nails that want to look pretty today. Keto cross stitcher said I can. Yeah, I wish I can have nails, but I also can't have nails. Why can't you have nails? Good morning, Naughty Box. How are you, my friend? Natter was her last sexual encounter. Isn't that sad? Wow. Natter as your last sexual encounter. Ugh. I don't know. Whenever I think of him, I think of how she would describe his green member, and I don't understand why people lose their shit over him. I just don't understand it. Okay, so I think that, yeah, this is from yesterday. I saw she was live. She said she had just woken up from a long nap at 2 a.m. She was asking for money and she was laughing at Wanda being called a wallet. So we're just going to recap these clips before we get into Amber stuff. Oh, then I have Rosie talking shit about Chantal. That's a good time.
Thank you. Puts on her ice. Grave Michaela. Anxious. Jennifer. Straubs. Carrie.
I'm going to skip through this. Hello.
Lisa. Cloudy. Brooke. Fernand. Enchanted
Oh,
Charcoals.
Strawberries is back. She unblocked Strawberries.
Nugget. Drew. Good. I'm caught up on my highs. I think I have OCD with that. Like, I need to. Hey, Scully. Tammy. Iona. Natasha. Hey, Natasha. Angel Fla. I mean, it depends what kind of flu. If it's like a cold flu, it takes like 2 weeks. If it's a,
Strawberry said, "Did you see the beautiful Mama Lynn got engaged? Congrats to Mama Lynn."
like gastro flu, a couple days. Hey, Chance. Hey, Tracy. Who's that, Strawberries? Roxanne Kailino.
How does Chantal not know who Mama Lynn is? And I kind of love this for Amber. Her mom found love and she's been dumped.
Hey, Roxanne. Thank you for the super chat. How's the grift going? Not very great. You got any money?
Loretta said al talaq divorce is under traditional Islamic law said to have taken place where the husband pronounces, "I divorce thee" 3 times. After the pronouncement, the marriage is that is the real thing. Loretta just it's a thing. So in his mind, he's already said, "I divorce thee" 3 times, and in his mind, he's already divorced from the bitch. Violet Strawberries is a troll, and Foodie thinks that she likes her, but she's some troll, and she's very familiar with Girl World. So some days I have conspiracies on who I think it is, but Foodie will block her one day and then unblock her, and she's back the next day.
Luke, hello? Psychically connected to my twin, so I felt the bees coming on. Yeah, I swear, you were super early, man.
Can you imagine if I divorced thee was a thing in the States? So many more. I mean, and the divorce rate seems very high around here. Can you imagine how many more people would be divorced? Or how many people wouldn't even know they're divorced? Their husband was mad one day, they got the wrong milk, you barked at them, so they said, "I divorced thee" 3 times.
I miss you coming on stream. Very soon, Brooke, there's going to be so much bees in, you're not going to know what to do. Heidi, walaikum salam.
Mama Lynn is still fucking married to her husband. Oh,
Yeah.
well, good for them. I guess, I think. That's a good thing, right?
I just woke up from a long nap. It's 1 a.m. It's 2 a.m. My grift is next level.
How do you take a nap that late or I guess early. I don't know what that would be considered.
I gotta get a scooter, man. I can't pre-order it. It's from Amazon. Roxanne, wow.
Somebody asked her if she will be Fupa flopping. She already is.
Stay strong and blessed. Thank you. That is crazy generous. Thank you so much for the super chat. I will try my best. Oh yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian peeps. I hope you're having a lot of stuffing, turkey, meat pie.
Meat pie? Do you guys do pumpkin pie too? I feel like that's the thing I look forward to on Thanksgiving. Pumpkin pie with like a big old swirl of whipped cream on the top or Cool Whip. It doesn't really matter, but it has to be a lot.
Slow stomach? What does that mean? Hey, Kimby. Everyone I missed, by the way. Wand of the wallet. Oh, come on.
That's sad. From what I hear, she's an elderly woman. People have said she has dementia. It's not funny to call her Wanda the Wallet, Chantal. She's helped you out a lot. I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning, realized it's a holiday today, and went back to sleep until now. That actually sounds really nice. I woke up kind of late for me at 5. I don't know, I'm usually up like at 4, 4:30 these days, but I slept hard last night. I didn't have any weird cult dreams, so I slept the whole night like a fucking rock. I don't even need a nap today, but I can't imagine like napping at midnight. That seems stupid and pointless, does it not? So she's going on about reaction channels while Tracy is on a power trip. Okay, so Tracy was fighting with everybody. That's all I remember from yesterday. She was fighting with everybody. Don't you ever say that again. Got it? Leave my name out of your mouth. You're gonna get blocked. Blah blah blah. She was just on a whole thing. So BBJ had said something along the lines of Tracy likes Coke, does Coke, something about Tracy and Coke. And she said, BBJ, don't you ever say I do Coke. You got it? And then it turned into a whole ordeal. So pay attention to the chat. Let me make it bigger too, if I'm able to.
Like, bro. Exactly, bro. Disgusting, vile. You heard that? Yeah, go check.
How do I get up that early? Because I go to sleep early. I do. I am an early going to bedder, an early riser. And I worked hard to get this sleep schedule. I used to go to sleep super fucking late, still wake up early in the morning, and I was tired. I was tired 24/7, and I feel like I lived off of caffeine. That's what I did, but then I just fixed my sleep schedule, and it helps because my boyfriend goes to sleep early too, so, he's up really early in the morning, so I go to sleep early, and I wake up early, and I feel very productive. It's a good way to be.
Out, like, Gaining Ground. He exposes, like, he has a lot of info.
Yeah, that part too, you kind of have to with kids, yeah.
Stan Beezer. No, you can have a different opinion about Amber, but I mean...
Okay, since Foodie's boring really fast, I'm just gonna say this. I used to hate the mornings. I used to despise them, didn't like anything about them. But now I feel like at 42, I love the mornings because it's quiet and it's peaceful and you get a little time to yourself before the world wakes up. Um, and it's a peace like no other, let me tell you. So if you don't think you're a morning person, try it a few times. Try waking up before everybody else in your house, and then it'll become like your morning ritual. I swear you'll like live for that quiet time. Anyways, back to Foodie.
I'm not here for the whole rhetoric of, I don't hate her, so it's whatever, I don't like people just being, like, ganging up on people.
Do you hear Salah in the background? Well, let me replay that.
Stan Beezer. No, you can have a different opinion about Amber, but I mean... I'm not here for the whole rhetoric of, I don't hate her, so it's whatever, I don't like people just being, like, ganging up on people. Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't like people ganging up on people? What do you think your beezers were doing for a long time?
Right, YouTube lover. Just unreal. And you might be asking, why does it matter if like a reaction channel, if they're outed for stuff? Because like I don't know about you, but like I'm not gonna sit there and listen for hours and hours or to support somebody who talks crap on someone every day about stuff that they've done worse on. It doesn't make any.
What do you think you were doing when you supported Yo Mama? When he was calling everybody bad mothers, spreading horrible rumors about them. He knew what he was doing, and you sat there in his live streams when he was covering the essay of a 4-year-old, Chantel. So, not sure why you're on this little soapbox giving us a speech, but sit and spin, bitch.
Sense to me. So, but that's just me. I no empathy with people for cancer. Yeah. Who did Habibi J? What?
Did it get deleted right then? Hold on.
Oh,
I'm going back to try to find it.
what?
Ah, every time I look. Okay, well, hopefully you guys saw it. Something about the Coke, okay?
Oh, Tracy, Habibi J is just a troll. Everyone knows you don't do coke. He says that about me too.
Everybody does not know that Tracy doesn't do coke. Have you ever seen her eyes?
When they act better than everyone else, yeah.
And then her chat's talking shit about Tracy. Tracy, just chill. Oh my God. It's a saying, Tracy. It's not literal. Tracy doesn't understand anything funny someone else says.
I got some beezers who love me.
Someone says Tracy is withdrawing. Tracy at it again.
You guys are beezing. Tracy, just block, don't block people on your end that you don't want to see their comments. But just leave.
Then that would, she's a mod in your chat right now, so that would mean that she would block them from your chat, Foodie.
Tracy alone, guys. Hey, Teardrop.
It can be said a lot of the reaction channels must think they're so high and mighty while they sit there just being cruel. So if they're shitty people, let them be outed as shitty people. Okay. Whatever you have to say about me, I have never exploited a little girl with Down syndrome for money. I have never stole a nursing cat from its mother. I don't say racist things. So I don't like Foodie Beauty. If that makes me cruel, so fucking be it. I don't care. I don't care. I think she is the worst, most despicable, sorry excuse for a human on this planet. Some days I think she's worse than Cyrax. Let that sit in. Oh, silly, it's Lily said, I prefer that petty drama BS. Tracytx becoming a stream queen got bitched out of Rosie's chat a few weeks ago, stirring something in there. LMAO, Tracytx wants to be Ambi's mod for sure. This is funny. The girls bitching at each other. I said I prefer the drama too. I was highly amused. Booty doesn't like people hanging up on people, her or ganging up on people. Her beezers do it on just about every live. There was a while where her beezers were making art of reaction channels being unalived, saying horrible things about their children, doxing people's kids. I know PI's children, their school was doxed, and it was all done by the beezers because we didn't like Foodie Beauty and the stuff she was doing. Um, for a while, there was Missy Moo, which was Foodie Beauty's bestie. She was contacting somebody who worked on my kitchen for 2 weeks. She was calling places in my city. She was making all these different accounts with my daughter as her profile picture. She even made YouTube channels with my daughter and as her profile picture. All this crazy fucking shit, all because I don't like Foodie Beauty. So I guess she doesn't like her beezers. Bad Seed posted this clip. I'm okay till we leave.
I'll be okay till we leave.
How can you explain that away, Chantel? I know you say the reaction channels twist your words. Do you count yourself as more than one person now? I mean, I would. Michelle said, I heard that too. Lauren said, do you think she's leaving with Poop Boy? I think she thinks she's leaving with Poop Boy. Holly said, glad a few of us caught that. Orlando said, we been new. Phoenix said, that's why the 10K. We know she had to pay off her bankruptcy by October if she were to sponsor him. So it's awfully convenient. She just needed about 10 grand to be able to go back to Canada, right? Awfully convenient. Too big of a coincidence, and I really don't believe in coincidences. Salt and Seth said, I've grown. Quoting Foodie Beauty, we know. We see. Has to be at least 50 pounds of growth in the last year alone. I think more than 50 pounds. I think more. Foodie is fucking massive. So Sassy Cat said, if Quirky Love Rosie would actually stand, she could. All kinds of pressure on that lime. Damn girl, you're lazy. Do you wheel around your kitchen in a rolly chair? I guess I should have worded that differently. I'm not talking about if you're in a wheelchair. I'm talking about, do you get a rolly chair and just glide around your fucking kitchen? Maybe we're doing it all wrong. Maybe I just need to start. Oh, I could even glide into the laundry room on my rolly chair. No need to use my feet. I'll just roll around my whole house. When I sweep too. Can you imagine how quickly I could get shit done? When I'm mopping, just roll. My daughter might try to 5150 me, but I mean, maybe we are doing something wrong. Let's watch a little bit of Rosie.
Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, that's dangerous. Don't do what I'm doing. That actually really hurt. Don't do that.
That
All
looks
right.
like it hurt.
Damn it. I was hoping it would work.
Stand up.
I don't know how to like keep it on there without potentially hurting myself.
Stand the fuck up. I know you can stand. If she had a lemon squeezer, she would need to squish that lime before cutting it, Eric said. I'm convinced that she's bringing him to Canada. I think that she thinks she is. But if they denied him multiple times, what are the odds they're going to let him in this time? Lori said, who the fuck uses a rolling pin? Just get a juicer. Tammy said, oh, well, I don't know what Tammy said because she went away. Oh, there you are. That is how you shatter your glass top stove. This whole thing gives me anxiety. The knife there, just waiting to slice her open. All of it just seems like a horrible fucking idea. Just stand up. Farrah is smart, funny, and pretty. That drives them crazy. She is. Oh, I think she is all of those things. I don't know if I should even say this. I notice she's hanging out with a group um, that I just hope doesn't ruin what she has going on. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it. Like, she's hanging out with that Hecate person, and while when it comes to Carrie versus Hecate, I'm Team Hecate in this fucking mess. But I know Farrah is in there a lot, and I just wonder how that will change her because I know she's very nice and very accepting. She's not a fan of people going IRL, but she's surrounded with people who dox and go IRL. So I don't know. Hopefully, she stays true to herself and like doesn't, engage in all that bullshit because things are getting so fucking messy. I don't know if you guys have been. Hold on, I have to cough really fast. Let me think. Let me continue my thought in a second. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, there's all this side drama fucking happening, and in a lot of ways, it's entertaining. You can go check YouTube at any time, and Carrie, Hecate, Jessica Messica, and Hussey, like they're all fighting on somebody's stream, but it's getting really fucking messy and really dark and really dirty. I know people are saying they're going to report Carrie for something about her husband owes child support or something, and she's getting all these donations. I know Carrie is saying Hekate's a PDF and a predator and all these horrible things. All these people go IRL, and it's just like I'm telling you, there's times where it's entertaining because they're fighting about the stupidest shit, and then there's times where it's really dark, and it's like none of these people are fucking well. Like somebody needs to tell them if they love them to log off for a bit. They're fighting 24/7, 7 days a week. It's absolutely insane. They're not, Nicole. They don't want to, but they'll never admit it. Sorry, I don't know anything about those people. It's just nothing good happens. Like right now, Hecate and Monty are suing each other, taking each other to court. Um, Monty says he found things on Hecate, like a minor leaving reviews for her on this like sex working site where apparently you can leave reviews. Um, it's not anything good, okay? I don't think Hecate sleeps with minors. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. I don't know. But I know Carrie's using a screenshot that's not real as evidence towards that. Um, there was a screenshot that was faked where Hecate said, "So what if I slept with a 16-year-old? It was for work." But that was, I forget who edited the image, right? But it came out that it was fake. But like Carrie's plastering that image everywhere nonstop. I mean, these people are doing reputation, life ruining, horrible things to each other. Anyways, I'm saying all this to say, I do think all those good things about Farrah. I think she's funny, and I think she's kind, and I think she's gorgeous, and I think she's different. I think a lot of us become jaded on YouTube, and I find that she's still really kind and empathetic. Um, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think she's good, and I worry about who she's around, but that's really none of my business, right? She's an adult, and she's capable, and she's perfectly able to handle things. I just hope it doesn't ruin what she has going on, is what I'm trying to say. And all this fucking rambling of a ramble. I don't know most of these people. Okay, I'm so far behind in this. Let me go to real time. Or not real time, scroll up. Carrie shouldn't have been talking to Will. That part too. I heard Will still hasn't got paid. And I think the whole thing is weird. I think it is. Will's an adult, and I know Carrie argues that, but like it's not normal to want to talk to somebody's 18-year-old son. It's not normal to say you love them. It's not normal to put them up on a platform where a guy is making really horrible abuse jokes at him. Like if you loved him, why did you subject him to being traumatized more, you know? Um, and I guess I'll never understand that. If you love somebody, why would you open them up to more trauma? I saw Will's first interview and I watched a little bit of it and I'm like, okay, this is, I'm glad he got to speak. And then I remember they did it again and Will was up on panel and this guy TJ was shit-faced and he kept making jokes like, if you don't stop it or if you don't stop talking, I'm going to get Rev over here. Like Rev has abused this boy, this young man. Why would you joke around like that? I don't understand why they did that. I don't. I don't understand why they're still trying to get Will to do more interviews. Like he's been through enough. And here's the thing, internet stuff, internet stuff is forever. It's forever. And the stuff that TJ and Carrie were talking about, what if Will wants a job one day? I mean, there was really detailed, inappropriate stuff that I'm not even going to repeat on my platform. But like, what if that affects his future one day? You can search anything up about anybody, right? I forgot why I stopped following Monty. I think he kicked his cat. He's just fucking weird. Like, I don't know. You have to side eye men, not in this community because we have a lot of men. So that's not what I'm saying, but men who want to play and be with all of their subscribers and date them. Like, it's fucking weird, right? I don't know. And there's more than one of those dudes like that in this community where they date their subscribers or follow reaction channels. It never ends well. And it just makes you wonder, like, why can't these people find anybody in Canada or wherever they happen to be, right? Why do they have to only date people in their chat? It's very odd. I'm late. Hi, Breezy in chat. Hi, Boomer. She shouldn't be exploiting him. I agree with that. I agree with that. Angelica said, explain that one. Which one? That's why I don't like that guy. Exactly, Breezy. Why subject him to the trauma and shit and talk to his parents in videos to him? Yeah. It's just not right. I don't know. There was stuff I was listening to and I'm like, this feels very wrong. This feels disgusting. Like, Will is still young enough to, he has his whole life ahead of him. And the stuff people are spreading and talking about is like life ruining stuff that can affect him. So I don't know. I guess my thing is, and I heard Carrie isn't going to do the interview anymore because Hakate's been on her ass. So Hussey's going to do it instead. I don't know how that makes it better. Stop trying to make money off of Will. All these adults trying to make money off of what an 18-year-old went through. It's fucking weird. All right, back to Foodie Beauty stuff and Amberlynn Reed stuff. I think we need a clip to joke around. Oh, Silly It's Lily posted a lazy clip and said, Amberlynn Reed's reaction casually hits 1 million views. Like I mentioned earlier, a non-Girl World reactor hitting the nail with this hilarious reaction. Do you see that? 1 million views.
You're getting the pot of spaghetti out of the refrigerator and using the really huge utensil, taking big scoops out of the pot onto your plate, where your fucking dad said, I think that's enough, Amber. That's my first memory of you. And you still continue to pile on the plate. Yeah, that story goes around our family year after year after year. So anyway, that's the first time I met your ass.
And she wasn't done. She's like, and then she just continued roasting her ass.
I am starting to like this on more and more. I remember when you were 12 and you were fatter than a cow, you were trying to grab some spaghetti from the fridge and you decided to grab the whole pot. You're morbidly obese like that, you would eat the whole fridge. And I remember your dad saying, that's enough, humpback whale, but you kept going for it because you're a fat bitch. And you know what? And you wanted to eat more and more and more and more until you evolved into a hippo. And I think during the same month that she did this live stream, I think a week before this, there was also another live stream that she did where she had recently broken up with her girlfriend, the new girlfriend, by the way, because she is switching a lot of girlfriends. And this was what she would call it Tommy Salami. Tommy Salami? And how
You're getting the pot of spaghetti.
Every day I tell myself I'm going to go subscribe and watch Lazy, and every day I forget. But boy, do I love these clips I'm seeing. Lazy has a huge or large following. I could see that, over 1 million subscribers. So who did Lazy cover before he found Amberlynn Reed? For those who have followed him longer, because I don't know anything. He was dating a bunch of women. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, the cat thing, the PG stuff. It was all, and then the Buddha bitch and the kidney J, and there was all these women. All of these women, and it seems like he had them buying stuff for him. It's very bizarre. Not Lazy. We're talking about Monty. Sorry, I realized I didn't clarify. I don't know anything about Lazy, but I would like to know what he covered before he discovered Girl World, because he's really good at this. Breezy, do you have to go subscribe to him? You do have to go subscribe to him. I've been watching him for almost 2 years, and okay, let me just do it now. And while I'm at it, every day I tell myself I'm going to watch this Rachel video. What is it? I'm actually lazy. I'm subscribing. I did it. I did it, you guys. All right, now I'm looking. The fake aquarium inside. Why parents hate their own. Yeah, he really didn't do Girl World stuff before. Interesting. All right, well, I'm subscribed now. Okay, what's Rachel's channel? I'm just going to search Rachel Amberlynn. All right, I subscribed to Rachel too. All right, it's finally done. It only took me 8 years and 55 months, but we did it. All right, let's get back to more foodie gossip. He actually has 2 channels, Lazy and I'm Actually Lazy. Okay, well, I subscribed to I'm Actually Lazy. I don't know if I'm going to go back and find the other one. Oh, no, don't die on me, phone. Naughty Box, is Monty hot? I don't think so, but I'm sure there's somebody out there who is attracted to that. I mean, it turns out there was like 4 or 5 people that were. Doji Cat said, I know Foodie. To be fair, I only look at him as a weirdo, and I don't know. Every time I say anything, people are like, Monty's always been so nice to you. I didn't ask him to be. I do think he's messy. That's it. Doji Cat said, I know Foodie Beauty wants to make it back for Halloween, but how exactly is she going to celebrate it? She's too heavy for hay rides. Is she going to pass out candy? She'll eat it first. Haunted houses with a scooter. Craft fairs against scooter. I guess just Starbucks, eh? Okay, so what I do know is I've been on several hay rides and they really pack you in there. I don't know that anybody else would be able to get on the ride if she's on it. Because she just would have to seal across it, right? I don't think she's thinking these things through. Craft fairs and stuff like that, you could do it on a scooter. That's not an issue, but I don't think she's gonna fit on the hayride. QWERTY? I don't know how to say the name. Said, yeah, she can't even do the haunted drive-through exhibit thing she used to do with Pete's. Oh, because she doesn't have a car. Is she gonna scoot through? I wonder if you could do that. I almost want to test it and see if there's a Halloween drive-through near me. And I want to go through on my scooter, see what they say. I don't know. I mean, why wouldn't they? I'm assuming I'd still have to pay full price. Foodie, you should try it too. Oh gosh. She's gonna celebrate by adopting and abandoning another animal and then grifting more money from the Beezers. This is so terrifying. What happened to her chin? The herp. The nicotine also finally stained her teeth. Okay, well, that is really bad. Chantal could wear orange dresses and tell the kids she's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. She could. Mish said she would eat a Halloween themed fast food meal on a live stream. Mention how much the spooky season is part of her personality. That is all. Yeah, don't get your hopes set on Halloween fall content from her. Because I think she'll go through a Starbucks. We'll go get a Nashi, maybe get a pumpkin, but that'll be it. She'll want to eat the pumpkin. Foodie is too lazy to do anything, that part. Foodie is as big as 2 cows anyway, so let Foodie pull the hayride. There you go. She could pull the hayride. Okay, so what is this? Tracy didn't appreciate this very much. Oh, look at this. MILF Tracy. She said, hi, Chantel. And I don't think Tracy appreciated this. So let's see. Let's go full screen and oh wait, maybe it's not a clip. Get the F out of here, MILF. I mean, I don't think you've ever looked better. Is there a clip?
MILF Tracy. See? Look, Tracy. I told you there's one.
This is my little trick when things are too small for me to see. I take a screenshot and then I enlarge it.
See? Get the hell out of here. Get F out of here, MILF.
What are you so... Tracy, they made you hot. Like, what are you so upset about?
Oh my god. There was a Make Tracy Great Again. Oh my god.
Okay, she just said, oh my god. And I don't know if you guys ever watched, what was it called? Newlyweds? With Jessica Simpson and Nick? Remember when she wouldn't say, oh my God? So there was this whole episode where she'd go, oh my God, oh my God. And then everybody was so annoyed at her. And they were like, Jessica, stop. But it sounds like Foodie is trying to be a Jessica. Is it over here?
Oh my god. There was a Make Tracy Great Again. Oh my gosh. Tracy.
It's Tracy in lingerie. Damn, I meant she'll hit all the fast food places first for sure.
You know you've made it when you have trolls after you. I told you there was one.
I don't understand what she's so bothered about. They made her hot. Tracy has never looked that good in lingerie ever. So just live in the moment, Tracy. We eventually get to the cake fart stuff. What was this? This drama is the most exciting part of Chantel's life. Tracy is apparently into cake farts. Let's see. Tracy the cake farter. Cake and fart are 2 words that don't belong together. I mean, I agree. Apparently it's a thing, though. Tracy sounding guilty. Who said you said anything? Nina said, Melly, you do have someone to take care of your needs, don't you? What is going on in this chat? You do have someone to take care of your needs, don't you? If not, I'll volunteer as tribute, Nina says. She didn't say that part. Anyways, MILF Tracy said, Tracy is a regular in Veronica's chats. I've only been in twice. Wanda the Wallet says, do you know how bad you gotta be for me to clutch my pearls? YouTube hater said, Tracy, why are you in the cake farters chat? Oh my gosh, I could be farting on cakes for money, can be asked? Yes, you could be, but do you really want to is the question. Prayers are with you, Melly. My cat is going on Ozempic soon. Wish her luck. What? You're a liar, MILF, Tracy says. No, that's so funny. Imagining Tracy as she's in her profile picture, watching S-Jam putting a flame to a hungry man TV dinner. What? Wanda of the Wallet said, okay, we gotta stop calling the other one MILF. Oh my gosh. MILF, why are you here? You hate Chantel. Let's keep going. Tracy said she talks about you in Veronica's chat. MILF Tracy said, I've never said a single word about Chantel. Please stop lying. I aspire to become a MILF, but most just insist I put a bag over my head, Scapegoat said. YouTube hater said, MILF, you need to compliment Chantel right now, or Tracy is going to do what she does best. What, block? Tracy, you are only confirming you're in Veronica's chat more than I am. I don't talk about her, MILF said. That's like Beyonce and Obama hooking up. These people are so weird. Okay, there's more. Tracy said, yeah, she talks about you in Veronica's chat. Is this the one I just read? Maybe? Tracy, you are only confirming you're in Veronica's chat more than I am. I don't talk about her. So Tracy's into cake farts, you guys. Maybe when she's doing coke, she likes to watch cake farts. I don't know. I don't know. Tracy is into cake farts, confirmed, I said. Tracy said, but I was just asking questions to Veronica, or I'm steadily taking up for me or Chantel. So are you asking how much she charges for a cake fart, Tracy? Are those the questions you want to know? And I just put hashtag herpes here. Foodie is in the middle of an outbreak, you guys.
I have the hugest zit growing on my lip. It hurts so bad. Oh, I have the hugest zit growing on my lip. It hurts so bad. Oh.
It's called herpes. Coke and cake. I mean, Richie said no more cake farts. I think we're off the topic of cake farting. This is our tiny terror of a cat, and I love her. I love her. She's cute for 2.5 seconds, and then she's flying through the air to attack you, or biting your hand, or your feet, or your ankles. But for the 2.5 seconds that she's sweet, it makes it all worth it, let me tell you. This cat's name has changed so many times. She started out as Leah, and then she was Meow Meow because I don't know. They were just calling her Meow Meow, and now she's Cookie. I think Cookie is sticking. That's been the longest name to stick. Anyways, she's adorable. I just call her Kitty Cat. That's what I call her. Here's Julia. That cat hates Chantel. If Julia could imagine the tea, or if Julia could talk, imagine the tea she'd spill. I wish she could talk. Caitlin said Julia would be the best Chantel reaction channel. I think so too. A collab between her, BBJ, and Rarity would break Girl World. We need to make this happen. AI can do amazing things. Peach Slick said, yes, you know she has no chill and does not give a fuck. Dark Booba said, I love how she looks like the haunted Victorian child who was forced down the mines at the tender age of 8. I don't know who that is, but I know she looks like she hates her owners. And she looks like she's calling Chantel a cunt. So for that, I love Julia. And I hope she's doing amazing. What the fuck? Yava said, listening to Foodie's recent stream, she is almost thrilled. Then I hear the creeper Salah cough in the background. I, for one, cannot wait to see how this shit plays out going forward. If she is planning on bringing him and he gets denied, I'm excited for the meltdown that will happen. Just to let you know, this is once what Foodie Beauty dated. Shenanigans said, Chantal trying to sell her marriage to Salah is totally legit while in Syria by claiming they are still intimate and have an arrangement until she leaves make him sound like a male prostitute. It makes me think of another relationship she's had. She has a type. Fondue said, I think Big Tracy is outside her motherfucking mind. And then they said JFC Big Tracy. So Tracy says, Chantal, I love that pic of you and Sasa. She was so cute. You need to adopt her. I think you would be a good mother to her. Leave Sasa alone. Tracy also says, I think it would be good for Chantal and make her grow up more. She really does have love to give, and Sasa is not a wild child. She already has a mother. She's well taken care of. Just because her parents might not have a lot of money, that doesn't mean that she's neglected or abused or that you should take her from them. The goth said Buffalo would automatically be a great mother because she posed in some photos with the kid that she exploited for monetary gain. Buffalo is a psychopath who abuses animals and hates kids, but who cares? Tracy, if you wonder why people think you're on drugs, this is why. This is why. People are fucking weird, dude. I don't know, Nicole. People have weird fetishes. He won't get denied. They're going to wait until he gets his permanent resident card in the mail and then he comes, Naughty Box said. Please make her mouth open and talk. I wouldn't be surprised. I know, Tone. Foodie can't take care of herself, let alone a child with special needs. They think just because Foodie has money that makes her a good parent. There's lots of people with money that are absent parents, that are horrible parents. It doesn't make you a better parent than somebody without money. I don't know. I don't like these people. Raised Octillion said Chantal is going to have gangrene soon if she doesn't already. Big chop coming soon. Okay, I don't know if it's in this clip, but I heard she's had glass stuck in her toe for 2 weeks or something.
And I have a piece of glass in my toe that I've had in there for like a month now, and I'm not taking it out. You can't force me. Salah tries to force me to he tries to take it out and I don't want to.
That sounds incredibly painful to walk on. Why would you just leave it in there? I don't think Salah tries to touch it and get it out. Blue-eyed Leo said if she gets if she gets a mobile, she's done for. Or an infection, right? I thought diabetics had to be really careful with their feet and with wounds. I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember hearing that. Callie Girl said so many times she gives me no words. Yes, gangrene is a huge possibility, along with no hygiene. Walks around with no socks and dirty shoes. It's a matter of time. One toe leads to half a foot to foot, and so on. Just wow. Oh my gosh, Big Chop 2025. I almost want to make this a members emoji. I think that would be funny. They do. As soon as that toe gets infected, she could lose it because she's diabetic. See, and I think she would be in heaven. I think she would be in heaven if she lost a limb because she would have that to claim. She would get to claim she's an amputee and she likes to collect problems. And it would just be more of an excuse for people to do everything for her, right? Smokey said it's the next ruse to not leave so her beezers won't care if he stole from them. I could see that too. However, I do believe she really has glass stuck in her foot. Oh, silly Italy said, if you're not watching Amberlynn read on Oh Lordy, it's Jordy, then what are you doing? Suing will entice. All right, let's go full screen for Jordy. I always like the clips I see with him in them.
And gestures. You can take certain things that I say. You can take my, oh, you can take that. What you will not take from me is clickety clackety.
Oh,
That's where I draw the line. Suing has enticed. You won't take clickety clackety from me, bitch. No.
All right. By the way, we're moving.
oh, you won't take clickety clackety from me, bitch. So she's not clickety clacketing anymore. I did like the sounds of that. Aren't you exhausted? Said. Rose talks shit on Foodie Beauty right after just discussing with her audience that she thinks reaction channels are too critical and mean and that she'd never say anything negative about someone on the internet because she's an empath. All right, let's go full screen for Rosie. I still stand by that she's easier on the eyes than Chantal.
Is she going off about me? Last I heard, she said I was boring, which, like, is hilarious coming from that lazy lump of sack of a human being. Like, because I do shit on my lives.
You do.
When the girl had, like, decent internet, she wasn't doing shit on her channel either. Like, not even either. She wasn't doing shit, like, at all. Like, she's such a loser, dude. Like, I don't
Sniper, hello, happy Thanksgiving.
take anything she says about me seriously. She's just pathetic. I don't hold any regard towards her as a person. I don't care. Yeah, Farron, for real. It's just like, she's just a disgusting person. And
She is.
yeah. She's never swam in a pool on stream or exercised on stream. Well, you just retracted the message, but
She has swam in a pool on a stream. It was a moldy pool, and she more like bobbed and walked around, but she did.
I think she, like, waded in a pool one time.
She did. One thing about Rosie, I don't find her boring. Granted, I'm not watching her in large doses. I see clips on Twitter, I retweet them, but she actually does things in her lives. You do have to give her that. Chantal is boring. She doesn't want to do anything for her audience, but she wants them to pay her a bunch of money. Rosie wheels around, disintegrates spatulas into her cooking, all kinds of stuff. She swims. Did I say that? Tofu said, can anyone catch me up with what happened with Amber tonight? Like TLDR style. I retweeted it because I really don't know. She cried, she lied, embellished, and then binged offline while ignoring the needs of her pets. There you go. Gamer Mom said she's going to sue anyone who doesn't believe her, because that's illegal, and abuse, and her crashing out on stream is proof. She wants her Am babies to send her screenshots of proof, and every critical thing everyone in chat was saying were proof too. So she's going to sue anyone who doesn't believe her. I don't believe you, Amberlynn. Sue me, biatch. Gina said she said reaction channels question why she stayed with an abusive Fed Bundy. Fed Bundy. She said reaction channels question why she stayed with abusive Fed Bundy when they don't question why Beck stayed with Amber. But how would she know if she doesn't watch reaction channels? Okay, I can't get over Fed Bundy. Kristen said I've only been listening with one ear and so far only the first stream. But from what I can tell, she's upsetty spaghetti that people won't look past the shitty stuff she has done just because Emily is also awful. Victim Lynn is in full effect. And Orlando said crashing out because the leg video may leak. Oh wait! I briefly remember hearing that or seeing that somewhere. Maybe I even retweeted it. Did Emily say she was gonna show Amberlynn Reed's legs to a reaction channel? Did that really happen? Same shit, different day. I should bring my gaming chair back to my kitchen. I used to do that at my old house. I will never forget the smell. Yes, one of the classic names for Emily. It's a good one. Bye, Naughty Box. Have a good day. I want to see those. I want to see them too. All right, so this is why people say that Chantal is a Funko baby. Tell me she does not look identical to her uncle. And I've seen a photo of her dad. She doesn't look like her dad at all to me, but she looks a lot like this dude. Well, there's many reasons she's called a Funko baby, okay? Many reasons, but one of them being, I swear she looks like her dad. She tilted same nose, same eyebrow shape, ears way high up, and pushed super far back. That's her dad, all right. Before anybody comes for me for sharing this, Foodie Beauty's Beezers have shared my actual child, So fuck Foodie Beauty's family. Okay. I'm not saying I'm going to go after them. I'm not saying I'm going to dox them. This photo has been shared far and wide all over the world. It's on a public platform. But I do stand by, I don't feel sorry for her family. Because I remember what Missy Moo did regarding my child and other people's children. So fuck her funkle. Anyways, I think that that's her dad, and that's all I'm going to say. Eventually, if I could find the photo of her real dad, I'll show it, but she doesn't look anything like him. She says that her bio dad is bigger than her. He's not. He's not even anywhere near her size. He has hair, and he looks clean. The uncle looks just like her. Same eyes, same mouth, same face shape. Yep, Thimble. Her dad is her uncle. He is. Twins. I was listening to Rufio this morning, and if you've never heard Rufio, please search them. Just search Rufio Band on YouTube and enjoy the ride. There was a point in my life where I was like obsessed with them. So every once in a while, I like to relive, I don't know, days of going to shows, and I play the music, and it takes me back in time. Hexaglama said, I just noticed that when Foodie announced that she got accepted for a rental, Salah not only seemed thrilled, but said, take care of my place and keep it clean. My place? A slip or an English issue? All right, you guys, tell me what you think about this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. After how hard it was to get a place? Yeah, Wanda, I know.
Yeah, but
Saints.
take care of my place and keep it clean.
All right. Well done.
No mountains.
No, no box mountain. No mountains. No box mountains. Oh, yes. After how hard it took.
I don't think it was well, I don't think it's an English issue. She also slipped up and said when we travel recently too. We heard that. Definitely a slip. Wow, Miss Lori said. Milk Tea said over the whole live, he had been joking that he owned the place and she was moving to Nova Scotia. That's all it was in reference to. Puff the Magic Dragon said pretending he's still going to Canada, just playing silly games. Freebird said, honestly, I don't think he would be allowed into Canada. His Syrian background, Canada still has sanctions on Syria. She can't afford to sponsor him. I guarantee that money she grifted was to pay her bankruptcy. Shugal said, I think just trolling. Okay, what do you guys think in chat? Do you think she's going to still try and bring Salah to Canada? And that's why he's saying, keep my place clean. And that's why she said, when we leave or whenever we go back, whatever she said. You know what I'm talking about. Do you think the plan is still that he's going to come? I'm genuinely curious. She's had an awful lot of slip ups, hasn't she? Seems like it, Nessa said. I think she's trying to bring Salah to Canada. Free the People said. Thimble said nah. Tone said, I don't think he'd even like Canada. I don't think so either. Not that Canada's bad. I think it's gorgeous. I just think that he looks at places with more freedom as like scary and horrible. Salt and Sauce said she acts like she's the first person to separate and keeps saying people don't know what it's like. Ma'am, the divorce rates in Western countries where people follow you from are pretty high. You're not special. I don't think I know anybody who hasn't gone through a divorce. Everybody, it seems like, well, my sister hasn't been through that one. Some days I think she wants to, but other than that, like a lot of my friends have been married multiple times. It's just, I don't know. She's not special, is what I'm trying to say. Natalia said not special, nor is she even married. Anyway, Dave's World said Chantel can't fathom other people having life experiences like marriage, divorce, living in other countries, family issues. All her problems are unique enough that we don't have a right to comment. You don't know is her security wall she puts up. We know Chantal. I guess I should also say I know a lot of people who have been married and are happily married and have been married a long time. It's pretty equal. Well, no, I feel like I know more divorced people. And there's like a handful of happily married. Anyways, Donna said she's so self centered and delusional that she thinks all her experiences are unique experiences. 20G Girl said the funniest part of her BS is the physical part they're still doing. I'm not even sure it ever started. The stench alone would send anyone running. Can you imagine? But then again, he likes bad smells. Anyways, Queen Jellybean said, Maud Big Tracy apparently thinks you just pick out a poor foreign kid you want and adopt them, even if they already have parents. Tracy, stay away from children. Alfred said this is the only child she should have. That's legitimately terrifying. Roxy, if you're listening right now, I hope you're okay. I did not know Chucky was going to be gracing our presence. Donna said she's got major issues, unless the law is the father. But she still has a mother. And it's not Chantal. It's a human thing said the entitlement is nauseating. Samantha said literal psycho. Rat Snack said, like, Tracy needs a psych evaluation if she thinks this big back would make a great mom. She hates children. We see what she does with Sasa already. Imagine if she adopted her. That poor little girl. Like, she is better off with the parents she has right now. Foodie Beauty internet searches. This account cracks me up. Posted this: how to convince people that a 2-inch wang can penetrate a 3-foot long Fupa cave. So they do things based on what Foodie Beauty searches on the internet. If you're on Twitter, search that account. It's pretty funny. Hectic Llama said Amberlynn is so upset that we think Emily is an angel and she's the bad guy, when actually we all know that both of them suck. That part right there, I don't think anybody likes Emily. I don't think anybody thinks Emily's an amazing person. But she could still be abused by Amber, right? You know, the saying two things can be true at the same time. I mean, it's a true statement. Emily is awful. Emily is sick. Emily has some deep things that she needs to look at and talk to somebody about. But it doesn't mean that she deserves Amberlynn Reed to be beating her, putting hands on her, and making her life actual hell, right? This woman has a job outside of the home where she works 12-hour shifts. 12-hour shifts. Nobody should have to come home and deal with Amberlynn Reed too, and I stand by that. Shenanigans said Chantal wanting to get a sex doll, not to have sex with, but to keep her company, is legitimately insane. All I can imagine is Chantal having one-sided arguments with it for not complimenting her enough. She's not getting a sex doll to keep her company. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. The goth said she already did the I'm gonna buy a sex doll bit. She's too stupid and lazy to come up with new material. Enna said she couldn't use the doll ever. Well, except her mouth. Her arms are too short to maneuver the damn doll to do anything for her pleasure. This thought is revolting to type or think about. She's just grifting for money, but will never buy the damn doll. Lee Smith said just childish attention seeking as always with that one. Dee Dee's fault just put, don't talk to me! Dee said so she wants a Lars and the real girl kinda arc. Got it. Sybil said she could buy a volleyball and put a wig on it. There you go. It could be a Wilson 2.0. Saying that you're getting a sex doll, but you are not going to have sex with it, is ridiculous. There's other things you can get to keep you company, right? You can even talk to Grok. They have things where you can talk to them. She doesn't need a sex doll, but I guess she does if she wants to have sex. Raised Octillion said Chantal saying she wants to steal Sasa away is reminiscent of when she said that the Uvalde mothers didn't love their kids, and that's why they were shot. She wanted to take those children then too. I will never forget her saying that. Density in the Fridge said it's also reminiscent of the story she told about kidnapping a baby from a party. She thought the mother was doing a bad job and snatched the kid up, locked them both in a car, and tried to take off. Foodie claimed her boyfriend yelled at her until she gave the kid back. Raised Octillion said, I remember her telling this story. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. I mean, you really have to worry she's going to kidnap your children. If you are in Canada and you happen to walk by this woman and you're out and about with your children, go to the other side of the street. Don't go anywhere near her. Keep your kids safe. She's crazy. Can I remind you guys that she once said she feels the urge to breastfeed other people's children when she hears them cry? That's fucking weird. Buttered Crumpet said, Happy Beaver Day, Canadians! Chantal and her gopher beezing around. Oh, Canada. And then she posted this. Oh my gosh, she should get a scooter and then she could have a little sidecar attachment and Pete's could ride in the sidecar. That would be interesting. Like Tom and Tom. Oh my gosh, did you guys ever watch Pump Rules? Foodie and Pete's will be Tom and Tom. Starfish mode activated. That's all she can do, you guys. Dee Dee's Fault said, why is Cutie trying to convince us that she and Salah are doing it? At the same time, grifting for a sex doll? Salah not into starfishing, Chantal? Then it says starfish mode activated. Sassy Cat posted this, and I don't know what it is because I forgot.
And my ass is fat, folks. My ass is fat. And my ass is fat, folks. My ass is fat.
Good morning. Dave's World posted this. Foodie Beauty Beezer. It says, what do you call it when someone hears the truth, sees the truth, but still believes the lies? A Beezer is correct. Here's Salam, the sex doll. Taylor Vaughn said, damn it, Jericho. So I'm assuming Jericho posted this on their community tab or something. Oh my gosh. Those childbirthing hips get me every time. Salah is just so unattractive. He should never be without a shirt. And he shouldn't wear shorts. And he should get a toupee. This is a shirt that I think I need. Fat Cow hand drew this. Look at how good it is. I don't know. Fat Cow is very talented. That's definitely a balloon, you see. A rocket ship balloon. Lori said, Amberlynn Reed's mentals are fucked, and it's the reaction channels, Emily's, and her own chat's fault. Yep.
My jaw is on the floor. And the way that I'm getting treated because of this, the harassment.
Fashionable.
The harassment right there. So all of you guys, I'm going to be screenshotting because you guys are proving my case more and more. These crash outs I have on live stream, also more evidence that my mental health is fucked. Fucked.
I think it's proof that you need to be 5150. You do. You are not right. You're not normal. You're a danger to yourself and you're a danger to others. In my little opinion, I think your family, your mom needs to get you help. None of this is proof of anything other than you are absolutely psychotic. Take your screenshot, sue whatever, do whatever you have to do, but none of this is making you look good. You are an absolute psychopath and you make everybody else's life hell because you hate yourself. Anyways, I think that's all I have for today. If Foodie goes live, we'll hop on and we'll snipe. If I'm able to. If it's tonight, I probably can't. But if she does it, I don't know, soon or this afternoon, I could definitely hop on. Just look for me like 10 minutes after she goes live. And if anything happens tonight, I will be covering it in the morning. I want to thank my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members and everybody for hanging out. And hold on, I forgot your name off the top of my head. Be Like Water, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm happy you're doing amazing now. You deserve it. All right, you guys, have a great day, a great evening, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next live stream. I really usually have to pee by the end of these live streams, which is why I rush off. So goodbye. Goodbye. Have a good day, you guys.